Greetings, everyone. We are about to embark on an exciting exploration of empathy. Today, we're going to delve into a fascinating aspect of human nature that connects us all: empathy. This innate ability allows us to feel and understand the emotions of others, creating a bridge of shared experience that fosters deep and meaningful connections. But there are those among us who experience empathy on a whole other level. They're known as empaths. Empaths are individuals who not only understand the feelings of others but actually absorb these emotions, experiencing them as if they were their own. Their heightened sensitivity and intuitive insights often set them apart. If you've ever felt deeply connected to others, or found yourself overwhelmed by the emotions swirling around you, you might just be an empath. So, are you ready to discover more about this intriguing emotional talent? Stay tuned as we dive into the 10 signs that may reveal you as an empath. Our journey begins with our first sign: heightened sensitivity. Empaths are not just sensitive souls, they are the human equivalents of sponges. They absorb the energy around them, often feeling deeply affected by the vibes in their surroundings. Now imagine walking into a room filled with people. Each person has their own unique energy, emotions, and thoughts. For an average person, this might be an everyday scenario. But for an empath, it's like stepping into a kaleidoscope of feelings and energies. It's a sensory overload that can sometimes be overwhelming, particularly in crowded places. This heightened sensitivity isn't limited to people and places either. It extends to the emotions and feelings of others, making empaths incredibly attuned to the emotional climate around them. If you find yourself deeply affected by the energy in a room or overwhelmed in crowded places, well, you may have tapped into our first sign of being an empath. Moving on, our second sign is emotional absorption. Now imagine walking into a room and instantly feeling a shift in your mood that mirrors the energy around you. You might suddenly feel joy, sadness, or anxiety, even though these emotions don't directly relate to your personal experiences. This happens because empaths have an inherent ability to absorb and internalize the emotions of others. They are like emotional sponges, soaking up the feelings that float around them, experiencing these emotions as if they were their own. It's an intense experience that can be both a blessing and a challenge. On one hand, it allows an empath to deeply understand and connect with people. On the other hand, it can be overwhelming to constantly carry the emotional weight of others. Does this sound like you? Then you might be showing our second sign of empathy. Let's delve into our third sign: intuitive insights. This is a powerful trait often seen in individuals with empathic abilities. It's as if they have a sixth sense, a keen intuition that allows them to pick up on emotions that aren't spoken aloud. Imagine walking into a room and feeling the tension without anyone saying a word, or sensing a friend's distress over the phone even though they insist they're fine. It's like having an emotional radar, a built-in mechanism for detecting the unseen emotional currents around you. This intuitive insight can be a double-edged sword, though. While it allows empaths to connect deeply with others, it can also lead to emotional overload, especially when the unspoken emotions are negative. But remember, being an empath is not about carrying the world's pain, it's about understanding it. If this sounds like you, you're showing our third sign of being an empath. Our fourth sign takes us outdoors: a deep connection to nature. There's something about the rustle of leaves in the wind, the symphony of chirping birds, the whispering waters of a flowing stream, or the silent majesty of a mountain range that speaks directly to the empath's soul. Empaths often find a sense of peace and tranquility in natural surroundings that is hard to replicate in the concrete jungles we've built for ourselves. They feel a kinship with the earth and its creatures, an understanding that goes beyond words. It's as if the barriers between themselves and the natural world melt away, allowing them to become one with their environment. This connection is not just about enjoying a good hike or appreciating a beautiful sunset. It's a profound experience, a feeling of coming home, a soothing balm for the empath's often troubled soul. If this resonates with you, you're showing our fourth sign of being an empath. Brace yourselves as we explore our fifth sign: emotional exhaustion. Empaths, with their heightened sensitivity and ability to absorb emotions, often find themselves feeling drained after being in highly charged environments. Imagine carrying an invisible sponge that soaks up all the emotions around you. Joy, sorrow, stress, you name it, and it's absorbed. Now imagine wringing out that sponge at the end of the day. That's what emotional exhaustion feels like for an empath. It's like running a marathon in someone else's shoes, and then running it again in your own. You're not only dealing with your own emotions, but also the emotional weight of others. It's a heavy load to bear, and it can leave you feeling utterly spent. If you find yourself needing time to recharge after emotionally intense situations, you might just be showing our fifth sign of being an empath. Sounds familiar? Then you're showing our fifth sign of being an empath. Our sixth sign is a special one: healing abilities. Empaths, by their very nature, are drawn to the emotional well-being of others. They have this uncanny ability to sense emotional pain and distress, even when it's well hidden beneath the surface. This deep understanding of human emotions enables them to provide comfort, support, and guidance, often helping others navigate through their emotional turmoil. Just think about those times when you've been around someone who's going through a rough patch. Did you feel an instinctual urge to help them, to ease their pain? Did you find yourself offering words of comfort or simply lending an empathetic ear? If so, you are manifesting the healing abilities unique to empaths. Empaths are like emotional sponges, but they are also healers. They absorb the pain of others, but they also help to cleanse it, to heal it. If this sounds like you, you're showing our sixth sign of being an empath. Our seventh sign brings us to our furry friends, a deep connection with animals. This isn't just about loving your pet dog or cat. It's about being able to sense their emotions, to intuitively understand their needs. Empaths often find themselves drawn to animals, and animals, in turn, seem to gravitate towards empaths. It's almost as if they can sense the empath's compassionate and understanding nature. This connection extends beyond household pets to all creatures big and small. It's not uncommon for empaths to feel a profound sense of peace and understanding when they're in the presence of animals. Empaths can pick up on the subtle cues that animals give off, understanding their emotional state and responding to it. This ability to connect with animals on such a deep level is truly a special gift. If you relate to this, you're showing our seventh sign of being an empath. Our eighth sign is a challenging one: feeling overwhelmed in negative environments. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that you're sensitive to criticism or adverse situations. It's more about the ambient energy in the environment. Empaths, you see, are like emotional sponges, soaking up the feelings and emotions around them. When these emotions are negative, it can be incredibly draining and overwhelming. Imagine walking into a room and suddenly feeling a heavy cloud of tension or anger. It's like a sixth sense, an ability to perceive an emotional undercurrent that others might not even be aware of. This ability, while powerful, can be a double-edged sword. It can lead to deep understanding and connection, but it can also lead to feeling overwhelmed, especially in environments filled with negativity. So if you've ever felt this way, if you've ever felt the weight of a room's negative energy, then you're showing our eighth sign of being an empath. Our ninth sign is a beautiful one: a strong affinity for creative expression. Empaths are often artists at heart, using their creativity as a vessel to navigate their powerful emotional landscape. They channel their intense emotions into various forms of expression, such as painting, writing, music, or even dance. This creative output serves as a catharsis, a way to release the emotional energy they've absorbed from others and their environment. In the realm of art, empaths can create deeply resonant pieces that touch the hearts of others, communicating emotions that words often fall short of expressing. Their writings can be profound, filled with empathy and understanding. Similarly, the music they compose or songs they sing can stir the soul, resonating with the emotions of the listener. So if you find that you frequently turn to creative outlets to process your emotions, if you have a knack for capturing the emotional essence of the world around you in your art, writing, or music, then congratulations. If you identify with this, you're showing our ninth sign of being an empath. Finally, our 10th sign is all about connections, the ability to form strong emotional bonds. This is a defining characteristic of empaths. They have this remarkable ability to forge deep, meaningful relationships with others. It's as if they possess a magnetic pull that draws others towards them. They can empathize with people on a profound level, understanding their emotions, motivations, and desires. In fact, they often feel what others feel, which allows them to connect on a deeper level than most. This ability to form strong emotional bonds extends beyond just people. It can include animals, nature, and even inanimate objects. Empaths can feel a connection to life and the world around them in a way that others might not fully comprehend. It's an intense, beautiful, and at times overwhelming experience. If you relate to this, you're showing our 10th and final sign of being an empath. That concludes our exploration of the 10 signs that you might be an empath. This journey has taken us through the depths of heightened sensitivity, the profound connections with nature and animals, the unique ability to absorb emotions, and the creative outlets that many empaths use to express their intense feelings. Each of these signs is a testament to the beauty and strength of empathic individuals. If you've recognized yourself in these signs, remember to cherish these traits. These are not burdens, but gifts, allowing you to connect deeply with others and the world around you. Embrace your empathic nature. It's a part of who you are, a part of your identity. Use it to spread love, understanding, and positivity. And remember, it's okay to take time for yourself, to recharge and rejuvenate. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more enlightening content. Until next time, stay empathetic and stay blessed.